Okay, today I decided to rock my new analepsy shirt, and I decided to rock that for you guys today so I could tell you a little bit about what it's like to be a not a fundamentalist Christian, but a Christian who listens to extreme metal. Now, this might sound like a bit of a paradox. Uh, Normally, extreme metal is geared towards people who are into esoteric literature and satanic things, and there's a there's a large group of bands on the scene now that are doing songs about child molestation. Infant Annihilator is the name of a band that primarily in their lyrics talk about sodomizing, raping, and killing children. Now, of course, I do not agree with those types of things, but the fact that they're talking about these types of satanic ritual abuse, types of child sexual abuse, I think that that is a big deal because that is not something that is exposed even in our mainstream media. You don't see stuff about what's that child molester in the Philippines that got arrested, Peter Schiff or whatever his name is. You don't hear about him on CNN. And I'm trying to think of that guy's name. I think it's Peter Schiff, but he's the guy that did the Daisy's Destruction videos. If you haven't heard about those, I don't suggest you look into Daisy's Destruction. Just look up Filipino pedogate bust or something like that if you're more interested in this particular story. But I would not look into Daisy's Destruction because it's a completely fucked up. I've only seen pictures. I've only seen stills of the actual movie, but it's very fucked up. It's very fucked up, and I don't suggest anyone look into that specifically. But I think having bands like Infant Annihilator, who are bringing emphasis to this issue that is very heavy and very real, is a good thing. Even if they don't take it very seriously and they come at it from almost a joking attitude, they have almost like they're always smiling in their videos, and they don't really show anything that has to do with raping children, but they are always in a goofy mood, and their videos are very funny in a way. But I think the entire genre of extreme metal, with the death metal, deathcore, psychcore, black metal, all of these things can be tied to Christianity. If you look at black metal, that was started out of bands like Venom, who had very satanic images to their lyrics and to their appearances, and they always tried to market themselves as the satanic band, though they weren't very, I don't think they were all that satanic. And then you had bands like Mayhem come out of that, and they were more satanic. There are rumors of when Dead killed himself, they made necklaces out of fragments of his skull and a stew out of his brain and ate it. This was just a rumor, and I think even Necro Butcher, the bassist, said that he thought that when Euronymous made the stew and shit, that was really fucked up, and was very upset to find that out. So I think there is a lot of hype to the satanicness of these bands. But their lyrics and what they talk about, they push this satanic church burning stuff. But it's almost like a soundtrack to the opposition. You know what I mean? And though I listen to very little black metal these days, I started out on black metal. And black metal is my favorite genre of metal in my early metal days. So bands like Mayhem and Burzum and Immoral and Abbott and just all of those types of bands, they are very they're very anti-Christian. However, I enjoy the music, and I think that when they're talking about all these anti-Christian things, it gives me fuel. It gives me something to be like, well, that's not right. And then it gives me, it strengthens my dedication to my own causes. So I don't listen to that music very much, but I do listen to a lot of deathcore and a lot of sidecore, sci-fi core, and I think that those bands, particularly, a lot of their songs are like pages torn out of Revelations. I mean, they're just talking about the end of the world a lot of times, and I think that that's so fascinating. Like, I'm so drawn to the end of the world apocalyptic types of movies or books, or the only type of fiction that I really like is like 1984 or A Brave New World, or books about some type of dystopian future. I really enjoy those types of books. And songs, and death metal and extreme metal is, you're going to find a lot more of those types of songs in this genre than you are in any other type of genre of music. I'm sure there are a few rap songs that talk about the end of the world. I know there is, Millennium, y'all. But like, I think that I don't feel like I'm compromising my Christianity by listening to this music, especially when I'm listening to the sci-fi core stuff about aliens coming and taking over the planet and stuff, because I think that is a legitimate possibility, and I think that you can look to the Bible for proof of this. In certain ways, you can interpret the Bible that way. So I don't feel fucked up about it, and I'm super excited about this new Analepsy shirt, y'all. Like, it's like one of the baddest ass shirts I've ever owned. The front's pretty cool, like it's just the name of the band, but y'all check out the back. Ooh, some type of like evil intestine monster is living on my back right now. So yeah, I probably didn't make too great of a case of why, like, it's okay for Christians to listen to extreme metal, but I don't think that there's a better case for why Christians should listen to the Beatles, or why Christians should listen to Beyonce, or why Christians should listen to any type of popular music, because it's all satanic. If you're listening to Lady Gaga, that bitch is possessed. Like, get over yourself. Just because I listen to stuff that's more honest and talks about like maybe not real shit, but like its realness in when it comes to like the violence and the straightforwardness of the people who are doing the singing. I love extreme metal, and I will never not like it. So I will not apologize for it either. But yeah, take it how you will.